Hello and welcome to our final instalment of our short Inside the Music look at Beethoven's Symphony No. 7. We may be isolated at home, but the Florida Orchestra musicians and myself wanted to keep bringing you the music, and in the way that we do so, which is of course to allow you not just to hear the wonderful music, but to go deeper into it at the same time. So, Beethoven's Symphony No. 7. We know this piece was written for a charity benefit concert for soldiers wounded at a recent Battle of Hanau. And that ties in very well to perhaps the most famous and recent incarnation of this piece, which was in the tremendous movie The King's Speech, in which Colin Firth played, I'm sure you remember, the future King George VI, who had to then recite some inspiring words to the country on the eve of World War II. And then went on to become the king, but of course he had to overcome a speech impediment, an extremely powerful passage of music. So what Beethoven has done in this, actually before I say that, I'll give you a wonderful quote that he wrote, and I think it really sums up a lot. He said of his Seventh Symphony, "We are moved by nothing but pure patriotism and the joyful sacrifice of our powers for those who have sacrificed so much for us." And I think the sacrificing so much for us really resonates at this particular time. So in this second movement, he takes the most simple of all musical forms, just long, short, short, long, long. But what he does with it is masterful and haunting. He begins with what is a simple chord in the winds, which is an A minor chord, which sounds simple, nothing much to it. But he adds the E in the bass, which makes it feel unresolved. And that sets us off on a journey of trying to resolve this feeling of something brewing, something not quite right. So when the cellos, basses and violas begin with this dom, bom, bom, bom melody, it just continues, but we're not really precisely sure where we're going. It's only when the second violins enter a little later, and this piece is basically a series of layering in which all the instruments come in till we get to the real climax of this first section, and we're only giving you the first section of this second movement. When you hear then the violas and cellos sing out this incredibly long, beautiful, famous cantilena melody, all the time accompanied by this hushed, inexorable move towards something of this dom, 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 dom rhythm going on underneath. As more instruments continue to join in, we head up to the big climax, and at this point Beethoven adds in different rhythms. So in the basses and cellos, then we have these triplets going dum, 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 dum. And against that we have the duplet, the twos, and this tension together of bom, ba-ba-dum, bom, ba-ba-dum, going really creates this power, reminding us at this time this music is almost written out of granite, as man's industrial power is really starting to capture in 1813, 1814, and we start to almost become our own gods of this earth, conquering all before us. Nothing is beyond our reach at this time. And this movement seems to capture that sense of humanity and machine power, and at the same time this feeling of military undertones as well. It really is incredible music that in such a short space of time, in just a couple of minutes, he captures so much of our response both to the horrors of war, to trials, to tribulations, but equally there's always a little bit of hope. And where we leave it in this movement, of course, it goes then into A major and continues. We hope you enjoy this. We hope you've been enjoying this series as well. It's a pleasure to be able to provide music for you at this difficult time. And thank you very much.